Protests and bank runs are breaking out in China as banks impose restrictions on withdrawals. China's economy is deteriorating. In addition to customers losing their deposits, banks around the country have been imposing restrictions on withdrawals. On June 25th, despite the temperature in Zhengzhou, Henan province, reaching 34 degrees Celsius, a large number of customers gathered outside the Henan Supervisory Bureau of the China Banking and Insurance Regulatory Commission to protest. They chanted, "Henan banks, give me back my deposit." Recently, 3 village banks in Henan province have refused to let customers withdraw their money, leading to protests and people defending their rights. Dozens of customers held a banner protesting and demanding their money back. On June 26, as the protest was underway, it started to rain, but the number of protesters kept growing. "Return my deposit," they roared. Protesters hung a white banner on the outside wall, saying, "Henan village banks, return my life savings," and "Village banks collude internally and externally to embezzle people's deposits." Each of the protesters was holding a card that said, "The 4 village banks in Henan forbid customers to withdraw their money." Amidst the COVID-19 outbreak, the Chinese Communist Party, or CCP, has implemented a series of extreme and absurd policies to shut down its cities. Its economy is collapsing, and banks throughout China are having problems. Here, in front of the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, one of China's big 4 banks, people sit on stools, lining up to withdraw money. On June 22nd, the Bank of China in Xi'an, Shenzhen, imposed what are effectively restrictions on withdrawals. Multiple banks in Shanghai have reduced their service hours, imposing a daily limit of 40 clients at the service window. An elderly person lined up at 2 a.m. to take a number to receive service, but by 5 a.m. all 40 available spots were already taken. The outbreak in Shenzhen intensifies as China's #1 electronics market, Huaqiangbei, is cordoned off. The COVID-19 outbreak in Shenzhen has rebounded and intensified, resulting in the largest electronics market in China, Huaqiangbei, being boarded up overnight, and no one is allowed to enter or exit. On June 25th, the Epidemic Prevention and Control Command in Futian District issued an announcement that from that point on, communities in the entire Futian area, except for the closure, control, and prevention zones, would be under closed management. All wholesale markets and indoor enclosed establishments, except for agricultural markets and wholesale markets of agricultural products, would be closed for business. In the next 3 days, the district would conduct 3 rounds of nucleic acid testing for all personnel. Prior to the official announcement of the district-wide closed management, merchants in Huaqiangbei, known as the #1 electronics street in China, an important electronic products business zone in Futian District, Shenzhen, have been asked to suspend business in advance. Subway trains passing through the section have ceased as well. Videos on Chinese social media platforms have revealed that on the evening of the 24th, the area around the Huachang Electronic World had been boarded up. The shops in this area have been asked to close for at least 3 days. People sighed, no more business during the weekend. Shenzhen has been flip-flopping on the epidemic, and if it continues, more and more business owners will go bankrupt and employees will lose their jobs.